I am Pell, and this is the first Wi-Fi battle I ever had on Black and White 2, or in 5th Gen in general. This is a terrible team that I created because I was new to the whole 5th Gen thing. But first of all, I have a Rocky Helmet Iron Defense Ferrothorn, a Special Offensive Jirachi, a Physical Sweeper Sandslash, a Life Orb Sheer Force Conkeldurr, a Expert Belt Jellicent, and a Scarf T-Tar. He is running a mono psychic team. The biggest threat on that team would be the Reuniclus because I just don't have anything to take that. Let's get to the battle. Alright, I'm going to lead off with my Ferrothorn because I just want to get my rocks up and set up some iron fences. But first off, I make a rookie mistake and I go for the Thunder Wave, not knowing that Espeon gets Magic Bounce. I didn't even know what Magic Bounce was at the time. So I basically fucked myself over by going for that, and I get the fuck out of there. So I go into my Jellicent as he sets up a Reflect, and I knew I was in for a hell of a time after that. He sets up his Light Screen as I go for a Shadow Ball, which with Stab, Super Effect, and the Expert Belt is still only going to do 50%. If it was without Light Screen, it probably would have killed. He's going to go into his Sigilif as I go out into my T-Tar. Now, this kind of fucked me over majorly because I basically destroyed all usability of my T-Tar. First I go for the Crunch and try and get as much damage as I can on this thing. I had no idea at the time what the hell this thing could do. So he uses Psycho Shift and I'm like, oh crap, I'm burned now. So that completely just ruined any survivability my T-Tar had, plus any usefulness since I am Scarfed. I do get a crit Crunch though and take this thing out before it can wreck the rest of my team, which is great for me because that's one less thing I have to worry about. Then he goes into his Metagross and I am scared as hell of that, so I'm going to go out into my Ferrothorn as he goes for the Earthquake. Very good prediction on his part. And I take like nothing from that because I'm physically defensive. And I try to go for the Power Whip expecting the Espeon, but he goes into Starmie and I get fully paralyzed. Then he tricks me his Choice Specs, which means he gets my Rocky Helmet, and I hit him with a Power Whip completely unboosted, and it does a lot of damage. I mean, that was amazing damage, I thought, but I get hit by the Rocky Helmet, and the fact that he tricked my Rocky Helmet from me is going to play a huge part into my downfall. He's going to go into his Metagross. I'm just going to go for the Power Whip, hoping he'll kill me off, and he's just going to go and he's going to go for the Hammer Arm to try and take me out. I'm going to go into my Conkeldurr, and he's going to, like I said, go for the Hammer Arm. It's not going to do crap. And this is my Sheer Force Life Orb Conkeldurr, so I have the elemental punches of Ice and Thunder. I go for the Thunder Punch because it's not resisted at all. So I mean, I don't know what I was doing there. I tried it. He hits me with a Meteor Mash. I live with just enough to live Sandstorm with 1 HP. Then he goes for the Bullet Punch to take me out. So I figured this is the time to bring in my Sweeping Sandslash. He goes for the Bullet Punch, doesn't do that much because his physical defense of a Sandslash is amazing. And I'm extremely fast right now, so I take him out with the Earthquake. Because I am max attack, max speed. I thought Jolly at the time, but apparently I was adamant because his Alakazam outsped me. And at the time, I still thought I was Jolly, so I assumed this Alakazam was Scarfed, So I went into my Jellicent, and he went for the Shadow Ball, and I was surprised that he just wasn't scarfed. I mean, that's a massive thing there, because if he was scarfed, I would have taken this thing out, and my Jellicent would have lived to see another day. But no, he almost takes me out with the Shadow Ball. I live with 31 HP and take him out with the Shadow Ball, dying to Sandstorm myself. And I have no idea what happens next, this is too long. Oh, I didn't die from Sandstorm. He takes me out with the T-Bolt from his Starmie. So he's in his Starmie. I'm thinking the only thing I have left to do is go into my T-Tar. I think I go into T-Tar. Yeah, I go into T-Tar just as a last-ditch effort with this guy. He goes for the Scald, hits me with that. I knew I could live it because special defense and sand, and hit him with a Crunch and take him out. Simple as that. I get hit with the Rocky Helmet damage, which is where that comes in, and I live with 7 HP. Now, this Reuniclus is going to be the bane of my existence, as I thought it would be. I go for the Crunch, and it does nothing. Because I'm burned, that's going to be my downfall. He knew I wouldn't do more than half, so he goes for the Recover just to kill me off with the burn. So now it's down to my guy versus his. But first, he's going to kill off my Ferrothorn because he's paralyzed. Ferrothorn has no special defense investment. I didn't know what I was doing then. I still don't know. So it's going to be my Jirachi versus his Reuniclus. So I'm going to go for a Calm Mind just to boost up, and he's going to keep boosting up as well. And at one point, I just decide, hey, I'm going to try and get a Paralyze on this thing with Thunderbolt. And I eventually do, and it's just a huge exchange of hits and him being paralyzed and him boosting. And when he gets up high enough, he just starts hitting me with Psyshocks and recovering. This is going to be sped up quite a bit because I don't think you guys want to see like 17 turns of nothing but Jirachi on Reuniclus. So yeah. Like I said, just boosting and trying to kill each other off. He's going to hit me with a Psyshock. That hurts quite a bit because I have no special defense investment. I'm just going to keep boosting. Or I have no defense investment. I'm going to keep boosting. And when I get to max, he's going to be paralyzed twice in a row. And I'm just going to start firing off Thunderbolts. And like I said, it's going to be back and forth, me and him just firing shots at each other. And it ends up that he just straight kills me with a Psyshock. I don't know what I could have done in this situation other than hope and pray that I have good luck, because that's all this round was. Between Jirachi and Reuniclus, it was all luck. It was all hoping maybe he'll get paralyzed this turn and he won't get to recover, so that I can kill him off with a Thunderbolt next turn. Nope. I just completely got dominated because of the survivability of this Reuniclus. I completely underestimated it. I had no clue what I was getting into when I did this, so I mean, my first time, I guess it wasn't that bad of a battle. Yeah, I'm still going. I kept trying and trying to take out this Reuniclus, even though I knew it wasn't going to happen. Trying to get a special defense drop with Psychic, which was completely futile. Living with 4 HP from one of the Psyshocks, hoping he gets paralyzed. I don't think he does. Oh, he does. He gets paralyzed here, and I thought, hey, maybe I'll win if he gets paralyzed next turn. But guess what? Nope, he just fires off a Psyshock and kills me off. and that will be the match. Overall, first match, don't think it was that bad. If you like my content, rate, comment, and I wouldn't say subscribe yet, but subscribe if you want. Bye.